So now we go to the code behind this. Go back to our code, and now I'll paste all the rest of the code from this tutorial, which you can find also in the written manual. So you see a lot of code, and what it does I'll show you very briefly. So if we, here was the button browse file, which we already discussed. Now there's a button analyze export results. So that's the last button we created. And if you see here, GSA object.open, so it references to GSA object, which is here GSA object as GSA auto, so it references to GSA, it refers to GSA. And I can delete this one, or I can leave it there, but it means that if I run this command twice, then GSA will be visible. But if you run it only once, then GSA is opened, but you don't see it. So it's in the background. This means GSA object dot delete. It means we delete all previous results. For it's just for so you to be sure that no calculation is already opened. Then I type export node, and this means that we go to the sub export node. So it's a sub inside a sub, and you see here what it does. So you make 3 variables, and you make it as a string, you define it as a string, and the variable node, you say it's an integer. Then you say node is 3, so it's integer, so you only can use numbers. So then it's node is 3, x is text box length, so from the text box, because it's called text length, and y and z are both 0, so that's for node 3. And if node 2, that's the middle node, it has to have the x coordinate must be the half of the total length, because we also always want to have this node in the middle, because we use it later on to get some the node displacement of the middle of the beam to get that. So now export node. So if you go back, so after that, after it exported the node, we analyze it, then we export the results to Excel, but this is also a sub procedure. So this is directly done in GSA object. This is a sub, export results to Excel, so you see it here. So you can check what it does, but it goes to Excel, and here it's put some text in Excel, so in the cell 6.1, that's just text. And this is important for the results, because if you check this is a reference number for GSA, and it uses, if it's here, so if it's GSA object dot output, it gets the nodal displacement from GSA, and after that we extract it and we put it in Excel. So this for Excel, and this is that we extracted from GSA. So this is the link between Excel and GSA. So, and also the element results, so if we want to have the moments, so here we put it, so here this again the Excel, this is the GSA command. So now we can go back to our interface. We can show you how it works. We first close Excel, because we programmed it like it should open Excel. So if we go back to here, now we run the program. So this is our running program. Now we browse our file. So we need this file, example1, open. So when we clicked open, automatically put it here because we defined it in our code. Now we type in a length, for example 10 meters. And we click the Analyze and Export Results button. Now it's thinking. Now it's analyzing in GSA, and it's exported it to Excel, and it automatically closed it because we defined so in our code. I'll show it. So now it's already finished. So I'll close this. So to show you that we set to Excel, you have to close. It's here. Release GSA, release Excel. Close GSA, close Excel. Because if you watch to the code, release Excel. So this is it quits Excel. If release GSA, it's also it closes GSA. Now we can check if it's if we have some results. So we go to the same folder as our example was, so example1, and we search this file. So I just created it, so we can open it in Excel. See what Excel does. So I'll open it. It's open, and we see these are the results. So it says length of beam 10 meters, and we specify that in our text box. Result, so these are the forces. So node 1 and node 3, so the first and last node with the supports, they both have 5 kilonewtons in the z direction as a reaction. And that's because of, if you check the GSA file, we specified a force of 10 kilonewton in the middle, and the node of displacement of node 2, it's minus 5.7 millimeters. And if you check the moments, these are the moments. So at the moment in element 1, at place 0, so at the start of the element, it's this, at the half of it's this, and at the end of element 1, it's minus 25. And we can check if it's correct, but because we know our beam has a length of 10 meters, our reaction force is 5. So if we multiply 5 with the half of the length, it's 5 meters. So 5 multiplied by 5 meters is 25 kilonewton meter. So if it's correct. So this is the moment in the middle of the beam. So we now showed how to write a very short program in Visual Basic, which connects GSA and Excel.